Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Believe it or not, we have just 7 drafts of Lord of the Rings left here before preview season and set review season for Wilds of Eldraine begins at the end of August. We've drafted a ton of Lord of the Rings already, including a bunch of live streams, but we've got just a few left. Let's see if we can eke out a few more wins and improve our win percentage in this format before we finish it out, as this format has not been one of my better ones, to say the least. However, we've drafted tons of decks. Hopefully you've been able to still get something here from the channel and from the amount of draft videos that we're posting, and yeah, that's what we're doing here today. So we're going to dive into Lord of the Rings Premier Draft, but before we do, a little bit of housekeeping with a message from me. Thanks, me. Whether you're ready or not, we have another set releasing here very soon, and that means it's time to take a look at the Patreon page to get yourself prepared and ready. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. After all, it's well less than half the cost of your morning cup of coffee and goes to giving back to the channel. For just $3 per month, you can gain early access to every upload here on the channel as soon as I am done editing them. And my most expensive level of support is just $5 per month. That's right, $5 is the highest level of support, and patrons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update, and you can hover over the card name to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall, and I customize these lists for every single draftable archetype in the format. Looking to see how a card fits in blue-white versus black-white? I've got you covered. Again, all these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. And if a monetary donation isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always contribution enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. All right, and here we are in Pack 1, Pick 1. I've actually been a little bit underwhelmed with Sauron. That's not to say he's a bad card, and honestly he's probably still the pick here over a Gold Frodo and a Lost to Legend, both of which are good. But Sauron is mono black, best color in the set. The pack is very underwhelming. Honestly, if there were... if there were a Bilbo in this pack, if there were... I'm trying to think of what I would take over Sauron that's not a rare. I don't know if I'd take a common. I think I actually would take Claim the Precious over Sauron. It's close, but we'll go ahead and take Sauron here and not look too far in the back window mirror, whatever the saying goes. And we'll follow that up with a Nazgul, which is a great way to get ring tempted. Solidify ourselves into black as much as we can before it gets cut. Both of these packs have been relatively underwhelming. Second best card in this pack, probably Banish or Sting. But we're taking Nazgul, following it up with a Golem's Bite. There's another Frodo and a Samwise. So if you had the gumption to take Frodo, Pack 1, Pick 1, you would be rewarded with a second one here. There's also Smite the Deathless, which is a card I would love to play. Black is already drying up, but the fact that there's a Golem's Bite still in this pack is a good sign. So we'll go ahead and take that here. Okay, could take Grishnok, could take Erendrider, could take Grima Wormtongue. I think, again, I'll stay black with Grima Wormtongue. I think in red-black specifically, Grishnok would be better. And in black-white specifically, I think Erendrider would be better. But there's value to just staying black while we can. And now we get a Lotho here. Black-White is a deck that I've had a ton of success with, and I think Lotho is a pretty good card in that deck. It's a legendary. We are passing a few Erendriders of Gondor to do this, but we are telling our neighbors to the left, hey, stay out of black. We haven't passed them any good black, except maybe Shelob's Ambush or something. And then maybe we can piece together some good white cards to go with it. Now, in this pack, everything kind of sucks. So I might take Enraged Tauren. It's just the best card in the pack, and maybe we can make a black-green deck or something. We don't care about Farmer. I don't think I cared too much about Snarling Warg. Everything else is just whatever. So let's go ahead and take Enraged Horn here. Now there's an Esquire, there's a Now for Wrath, Now for Ruin, there's Rockets. Pack is just very underwhelming. This doesn't really mean anything as far as signals goes. I guess I'll take the card that says the ring tempts you on it. But it's a card I'm probably not going to play unless I get a good amount of spirit summonings. Okay, late Arwen's Gift, late Enraged Horn. There's a You Cannot Pass, which is a card I haven't actually been super thrilled with. There's a Slip on the Ring, which is good with Nazgul, and that's an Enraged Horn, but we're probably not going green-white, unless the Frodo wheels. Then maybe we do go green-white. In that case, do we take the Enraged Horn? Let's take the Enraged Horn. I don't think Frodo wheels here. But there was no good black or really that much good white either in that last pack to really, you know, feel too bad about taking a second horn here. Frodo did not wheel, but Lost to Legend did, which is one of the top 3 cards I was pointing out in that first pack, and it did wheel, so we'll take it. Nothing for really anyone here. I'll take Rockets in the event that we need to splash something, but I'm not sure we do. At least not now. Alright, Arwen's Gift still coming around. Bombadil's Song, Woe's Pathfinder, Now for Wrath. I don't think we're playing another Now for Wrath, so I'll just take a Woe's Pathfinder here. Cut green as it's the only color we might consider playing here. I don't think today is a blue draft. As much as I love drafting blue. Haven't seen any Deceive the Messengers, which is usually the card that gets me into blue. Take the Warg here. And we might get rewarded with black in pack 2 considering we cut just about all the black from our neighbor here. So what do we open but an outstanding green-white card? When it comes to black, there's really nothing. When it comes to white, there's Reprieve. But I think we have to take Arwen and then try to splash Arwen off of a Great Hall and a Generous Ent. Maybe the card's too good. It's one of the best cards in the entire set. Oof. And then there's a Samwise Gamgee. Do we have to abandon black here? Golem's Bite, Nazgul, and Sauron are the reason we're in black right now. There's an Old Man Willow and a Samwise Gamgee here. We could take the Old Man Willow and still be black-white, splashing Arwen and Old Man Willow. I do like me a Samwise. I haven't played with or against this card, but it seems outstanding. I'll take Old Man Willow here. Alright, black is already drying up. There's no green, which is not good news. There's also very little white. We've had all of the Now for Wrath. I understand that it is now time for Wrath and Ruin in this deck. You have made that abundantly clear. But I think Great Hall is going to be great for splashing Arwen and Old Man Willow here. So we'll take the Great Hall. Black and white are gone. Lots of blue, lots of red, but those are the only colors we can't really play. I guess an Orcish Medicine? Maybe a Second Breakfast if for some reason we are just straight green-white? Alright, here's a Generous Imp, but there's also a Dunland Crebain. I think we have to take the Crebain. We did get a Great Hall, so I'm less worried about splashing these. All we need is basically one Ent now. And there is a Dunland Crebain. There's also a Desperate Rescue, which I would love to get, but we have to take Dunland Crebain, I think. Saruman of many colors. You certainly are of many colors. Can also play him off of Great Hall, maybe? There's nothing else I'm playing in that pack. Wow, Samwise pick 7. That's great. We'll take Samwise here. And I'm pretty sure I'm base black-white splashing a couple of green cards here. And then maybe a Saruman if we get like an extra Great Hall or something. So let's take Samwise. Black Breath might be okay. Birthday Escape Wield. There's an ambush. We already have an Orcish Medicine. No, I guess we didn't take the earlier Orcish Medicine. I'll take the ambush. I don't think we're playing blue here. I'll take the Hobbit. Shire Terrace could be a necessary evil if we really want to fit in these legends here. Okay, so we need pack 3 to kind of go our way. We haven't seen any shadows. Whoa. Okay, Generous Ent Wield for us. That's great news. Love to see that. Now what do we open in pack 3? But Frodo of Sauron's Bane, which is good for us. And honestly, just about the only card here. So I think we have to take Frodo. And passing Lash of the Balrog, passing Cavalier, but Frodo is good for us here. Curve isn't looking awful. If I can get one more Great Hall, I think I'd feel okay about playing Saruman. I already feel fine about Arwen and Old Man Willow here. Okay, Galadriel. Whenever the ring tempts you, whenever you scry. No, that's too much of a splash. There's a troll. There's also Inherited Envelope, which is a way for the ring to tempt us. I think the Inherited Envelope wheels, so I'm going to take the troll here. Well, the last Generous Ent wheeled, so does this one also wheel? We could just take Reprieve. There's also Nasty End, but I think Reprieve is better. If the other Generous Ent wheeled, then I'm going to expect this one to wheel as well. That'll be pick 11. We'll be looking out for a Generous Ent here. Didn't get any Claim the Precious. Got one Dunlin Crebain. Another Samwise, which can loop itself notably if you get 2. You can keep casting it, get itself legend ruled, and then turbo the ring all the way up to level 4. So we'll take the second Samwise. Battle of Bywater. So Nazgul, Grima Wormtongue, Dunlin Crebain, double Samwise, Frodo, Arwen even. All of these cards don't get hit by the Battle of Bywater. We already have an ambush. Could take a Cavalier, but our 2-drop slot isn't so bad. Let's take Battle. I don't know, maybe we play it in this deck. Can money draft Delighted Halfling and sell it for 20 bucks? Not how Arena works, unfortunately. No Generous Ent here. I don't think I'm playing anything. I'll just go ahead and rare draft. There's the Shadow Summoning. So our deck is open. It's just black wasn't open, white wasn't open, but black-white was open, if that makes sense. Another medicine, or our first medicine, only thing we could really consider here. All of the green coming back. So I think we will get, so we might get Inherited Envelope next pick. No. Alright, so now the next pick is where the Generous Ent should be. There it is. Taking that pretty easily here. there are literal 0 green drafters this draft. The thing is, none of the good green-white cards... We could have had Samwise Gamgee, but we didn't have access to Mariodoc Brandybuck. We didn't have access to Peregrine Took. There are several good green-white... We did have access to Double Frodo, but too early to really know that we should have gotten into that. So there was a version of this draft where you could have been green-white. I just don't know if green-white is actually, like, good. So we have double generous Ent. Probably don't need the rockets. We have to make sure we don't get milled here. If we get milled, then that makes this worse. Although Great Hall can cast any one of these 3 things. Shire Terrace. I don't think we need it. So still 2 more lands. So we do... We have triple land cycler here, so we can probably actually play 16. Which one do we cut? Well, let's see what cards we're cutting first. Nimble Hobbit. It's a good ring bearer. And maybe we have enough ring temptation. We don't need Warg. We don't have a lot of amass. What sort of temptation do we have? Nalfarath. We're not going super wide here. We're not a combat trick kind of deck, which means Orcish Medicine probably isn't very good either. And that makes 40 cards. Running the Battle of Bywater, which kills all of these cards, but none of these cards. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures that it won't kill. There's an ambush, Golem's Bite. So we have Lost to Legend and Golem's Bite as our only removal, which I think we do need to run the battle here. Alright, a little bit of 4-color nonsense, but I think it can do some things. We've got powerful cards, it's just can we resolve them and have our opponent not get in our way? Who knows? See you in game 1. Alright, starting on the draw here. But we'll go ahead and keep the hand. We have a Dunlin Crebain and a Wormtongue we can cast. And now a Lotho on 2. Don't mind if I do. Shire on 1, green-red. Okay. Look out. Think I'll play Ent. Or sorry, Lotho. All I need to hit is a single rally at the Hornburg with this to be happy. Mirror Guardian. That means I should play Dunlin Crebain now to block it. Let's see if the army survives. Oof. Okay, Elven Chorus. Let's play Grima Wormtongue here. These don't have reach, so I'll get in. And then I'll either use Ambush or Generous Ent, depending on what they've got going here. So they can cast creatures. It's a big one. don't mind... let's do this. I can block Nimble Hobbit and use Ambush over here. It's a lot of damage, though. Obviously a risk to block, because they could easily have removal, but we can't just take 12 every turn, so we have to block in some way. Let's see if they remove the Hobbit. Looks like they will. So again, obviously a risk there, but if I had just like double or triple blocked, I still would have been in a bad spot. Sure, I mean, I have to keep blocking. So I'm taking 9 tramples, so obviously have to try to block one way or another here. So this kills this, but then I can't kill the Oliphant. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of power right now. So I probably need to try to kill the Oliphant. Taking 3, 4, 5, going to 3? If they have removal, I mean, if they have removal, they have removal. What am I supposed to do? I can do this, I guess. Okay, it worked. I did get rid of their Oliphant. Okay. That's a card. Am I blocking with Dunlin Crabane? No. No fear. Eat my 1/1. Cycling Generous Int. They were 1 mana away from casting it, so they cycle it here. Could just do that and play the Guardian. They also could have just refueled the top of their deck to put a creature on top of it. Relentless Rohirrim, which makes the Gimli unblockable by Old Man Willow. That's rough. Pretty good draw there. So they just kill each other. All right. Okay, that's something, I guess. Black Breath. Every time I don't have the Black Breath, I always want one. And whenever I have one in my hand, I never want it. It's just a lot. I could just cycle it here, or give myself a ring tempt. I just have to dodge a few draw steps and get more draws from me. Although I've kind of used up a lot of my best cards here, unfortunately. Okay, I still don't have good blocks on the lookout, unfortunately, so I get to let them keep scrying. Getting closer and closer to Gimli. There he is. War Beast of Gorgoroth. I can't really allow that. Off the top of the deck, too, notably. Choosing not to attack. Sure, let's play this guy. Okay. How do they have all that mana? Oh, jeez. Okay. I have to trade Saruman here and take take 1, and then they amass 2, and they have a 5/4 and a 2/2 and a 1/3. Okay, go to 3. I can't even cast Saruman is the issue. Or go to 2. Because I don't have a blue here. think we're not officially dead, but we're pretty darn close at this point. What if I attack here? Then I block, chump. I get to loot though. Take 1, go to 1. I need to find something. That's something. I mean, I've drawn very well this game, it's just, it may still not matter. Doing the best I can, though, with what I'm drawing. They haven't gotten a ton of value off their Elven Chorus, but probably just enough. Let's do this. And then block sack. Ah. They still can't block my troll this turn. Whoa. What a draw. So I can put them to 4. Can put them to 3 with Arwen. Put them to 2 with Dunland Crebain. I don't have a way to get ring tempted right now. I can gain life with Arwen by making the troll indestructible. And a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter over here. So let's do this then. This has reach, but it's the ring bearer, so it can't be blocked. Put them to 1 because of Wormtongue. Arwen's still got lifelink. They can't gain life. They can make all the foods they want. As long as I've got Wormtongue, they can't gain life. So they need, whatever this is, they need an answer here. Or whatever that is, if that's a creature. Okay, so Wormtongue is dying, and so is Dunland Crebain, so I have to sacrifice Dunland Crebain here. Then I amass 2, they go to 1, the troll is lethal. They can gain life again, though. What else died? Oh, the Wormtongue, I saw that coming. Do they have a creature on top? They can gain 6 life, so troll is still lethal. They probably can't attack. Okay. So what happens if we attack all? They're effectively at 4, so they triple block the troll. they block this one and they take 3 is what they have to do. So they're going to eat the 4/4 with this, and then they triple block the troll here. We kill this and this. So we're going to be left with a 3/3 Arwen. They're going to be back at 1. We're going to be very, very high on life and can cast Saruman here. We get rid of the 4/4. The troll is gone. Saruman is back on the battlefield. They're still at 1, and they're going to have 2 creatures, an Ent and a Lookout. Conversely, we just attack with the troll, and they still have to triple block. That's probably better. We get to keep the 4/4 here. It's a really tight game. Yeah, because the troll, they triple, they eat the 4/4 with the Ent, they take 3 from Arwen, they go from 4 because of the food back down to 1. They're left with a 2/2, a 1/3, a 5/7 against our 3/3 and 5/4. That's not a good spot for us to be in, so I think we need to keep the 4/4. We could also just hold back the troll here. Should we hold back the troll? No, I don't think we hold back the troll. I think we get in with the troll. Makes sense, so we probably need to kill these 2 here. Alright, now our spot isn't outstanding, but we've been in worse spots. Don't have any attacks, so we're just gonna keep playing our creatures. They can gain 3 life a turn now, unfortunately. Every single turn that we don't hit them, they're gaining 3 life. Somehow we deck before them, even though they've had Elven Chorus? Oh, jeez. Alright, we might have lost our chance here, unfortunately. So interestingly enough, if we put it on the 4/4, they can only block with these 2. Can't block with the Ent. So let's put it here. $11 cards left. We have to outrace the Shire somehow. I go back to 12. They draw 2 cards. They play Doors of Durin. We might lose to decking here. Is there any reason not to do this and gain 3 life here? I don't think so. That's a fatty. Sauron has the ability to be quite good. I think we need Sauron here. Okay, they go to 5. And then the file's gonna allow them to gain 6 off of their food. Man. Oh, they didn't even gain the 6 yet. We're trying. We're trying. There's a chance we might outrace their deck. It's just, oh my god. Not if they just drop like 19 mana worth of spells this turn. One top, one bottom, and putting in... No, they didn't put anything in, so it's a non-creature. So we can block here and here. This is such a grindy game. When Sauron attacks, what can we get back? 3/3 attacking with menace. That can also get us a food. Can return something back, which isn't going to be anything. Can be Old Man Willow. I think it's a 10/10 then. Could be Frodo, which they have to block. Is there a way to get ring tempted by bringing something back here too? Can get Dunlin Crebain back, which amasses 2. It has Menace. And they only have 1 reach creature, so it's unblockable. But Sauron's dying when we do this, so we have to sacrifice this too. To sacrifice the Old Man Willow. Jeez. Could bring Nazgul back, but Sauron's dying. They can crack They can only crack one food, but they go up to 11 because it gains 6 life. So I don't think there's a way we can deal that much damage. Can they actually crack the... Yeah, they can crack the food because the file and the generous end here. So they are at 11. I might overextend and kill myself like this, but we have to try to pressure them a little bit. I think I get this to be a 10-10. I'm pretty sure. Which makes it basically have to be blocked. Nope, except it's a 3-3. Darn. So I definitely should have gotten back, like... I guess that's an interaction I didn't think of. I should have gotten back literally anything else. Dunland Crebain would have been better. Generous Ent would have been better. Nazgul would have been better. That didn't work out like I wanted it to. Saruman will let us double spell here, though. Sure, and then sure. Go to damage. Crack the food, go to 11. Creature to be my ring bearer. I guess Sam. Target an enchantment, instant, or sorcery with equal or lesser mana value than what spell? Goodness gracious. My mind is... I don't even know. What did I get to copy? So what was going on there? So, whenever you cast... So, this card is stupid. Like, stupid to read. Whenever one or more cards milled, they exile target enchantment, instant, or sorcery with equal or less mana value than that spell. What was milled? So, Ent's Fury was milled, so we get to cast Ent's Fury here, I guess is what we could have cast. Or Fearfire Foes, but we didn't. That would have been for nothing. Or Smite the Deathless, or Revive the Shire, I guess, is what we could have cast. And Ent's Fury, that doesn't really even do much here. Wow. What a game. What a game. Okay, we'll be on the draw again. Let's hope the Black Breath does literally anything in this game. Instead of 3 mana Ring Tempt. It can at least kill that next turn if they don't amass again. Like if they don't have Dunland Crebain. If they have Dunland Crebain, then I gotta kill the Crebain, I suppose. Then they have a 3-3, so that's less good. Nazgul. Alright, well I've got the Crebain now. But do I Black Breath to kill their Ring Bearer before I do this? Yeah, they probably have many different ways to amass. I just want to make sure I can get value out of this card. Can't attack because Nazgul can block and it has Death Touch, so... I guess I should have attacked first if I was planning on doing that. Sting the Glinting Dagger. +1/+1 and basically Vigilance. Alright, well I can't kill the Nazgul. Not sure what I can have that can kill the Nazgul. I mean, I guess I could triple block here and then Sam back the Dunlin Crabane. Never mind, because it has first strike as long as it's being blocked by the Goblin or Orc here, so we're still not blocking it. Can bring back... Nope. Put it from the battlefield this turn. So I think my plan is to double block the Guardian here, use Samwise, get back Dunlin Crabane. As opposed to blocking with the Amass army, and then I play Troll next turn and hope it trades with Nazgul, I guess. But they haven't used a removal spell yet, so they very well might have one for the Troll, and if they do, then darn. Okay. It's a 5/3. Nazgul getting swole. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. That's gonna have to work. I forgot that was in the deck. Didn't see it in that first game, even though we had like 4 cards left in our deck here. So that was pretty good. All right. Still stuck with Saruman in hand. We've got an island in the deck, and we've got a Great Gate, or a Gate of whatever. The Legend Land. Okay. Yikes. They're on level 4. So if I attack here, sacrifice a food, make it tap, I can hit them for 4. I play a troll, it can't block this, I go to 3. They're at 11. Next turn I can hit them for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is not 11. So I'd have to hold something back to block this. Can also hit me down to 2 with Sting. Okay. Go to 2. Doesn't have a reach, does it? No. Even if it did, it's my ring bearer. So I can get back a Generous Ent or a Troll if I attack with Sauron next turn. I'm obviously planning on blocking, probably with Samwise, I think, here. Could play Grima Wormtongue, but that's... We're trying to race here. Oh, it's got Trample as well. I had forgotten about that. So then we do this, and we hope they don't have instant speed removal, I guess. Forgot it had Trample. Okay. Alright. That resolved. Now I can't even attack with Dunlin Crabane here. I have to triple chump. So if I play this, my plan is to triple chump and then try to draw something. So I have to play Dunlin Crabane, try to find another creature, and then play Grima and that creature or something. Unfortunately, those come into play tapped. So I think that does it. Because we play Grima, we can't block it. We can gain 3 life and go to 5 and die. Darn. Yeah, big chonkers with Sting giving it vigilance. And our deck is light on removal, so we struggle against that. Alright, we'll go on the draw. Again. That's what we love doing here. I think 2 drafts ago we went on the draw 7 straight games. So that was fun. Alright, Samwise, I think your job is to trade with a Westfold Rider this game. Unfortunately, you will be taken down by a random human. Unless it gets first strike. Vigilance. Alright, Sam. Go do your worst. Darn. One too early. Could have looped the Sams there. Alright, black-white. This is the black-white deck I like to draft. I wish we could have gotten into this one today, but we got kind of pushed into not really getting any errand riders and things of that sort. Alright, Old Man Willow, you will have to do. Let's see if they have claim. Build the Pony. Build the Pony is good. Give it first strike, attack, and then I can't block. Still no black, so we can't cast Saruman. But we can cast Sauron. Old Man Willow holds back their board, but if he dies here, then things haven't gone very well. Berserker. Well, Bill the Pony is a great ring bearer as well. Alright, Eowyn's unblockable now. Jeez, they're just playing black-white creatures. And it's working. So if we attack with Sauron, we get Generous Ent back. Make a food. Sauron's gonna die. Then we can Samwise get Sauron back here. How are we able to cast this now? Oh, it's 6 mana. That's why. Last turn I thought it was 5 mana. So, let's go to combat. Get in here. Bring back Generous Ent. Makes a food. Both have Menace. They find taking 7. They probably think they can win this race, of which they probably could. Alright, Bill, I guess we're trading for you. Resolves. Go to damage. I'll bring it back and... I think I'll actually give it to Old Man Willow. I'm probably a little bit more incentivized to attack with Old Man Willow. Because now that I have a food, I could kill their creature. Could also double block Aowen here, although if they give it first strike, then I can't. Oh my god. I don't want to deal with another Build a Pony. I probably have to eat this stupid food now. If I attack, I sacrifice the food and I kill their 3/2. They double block with Bill and another creature and then kill the Old Man Willow. We hold everything else back, trying to trade here. Can play Saruman post... Oh, hello. Huh. Well, that's very good. Let's do that. Go to combat, attack with Old Man Willow, and loot. Interestingly enough, this kills these two and Old Man Willow right now. We get left with a butt ton of food. Actually, what we could do is we could... We give Old Man Willow indestructible until end of turn using Arwen, and then we could... No, we can't. We don't have enough mana. Oh, that would be so good. We could give it indestructible and then do this. We lose nothing. They lose these two. Well, Dunlin Corbane, you're just not getting cast, unfortunately, so let's discard you. Sack the food. Kill a 3/2. Go to blockers. Now that we have Arwen on the battlefield, they can't really block. I'm gonna be so mad if they have Banish from Edoras as well. And they could just get rid of Arwen here. Alright, no banish. Got an indestructible answer to your entire board here. I feel like if they had banish, they would have used it on Old Man Willow already. So they would have had to top deck it here. So I trade Cavalier for Build a Pony, and I still have Arwen back. Oh, they have second breakfast or something? Oh, they're going for more damage. Nasty End drawing 3 cards, that's pretty good. Go to 6. Don't have mana for Banish right now. Shadow Summoning. Now we could... It only gets rid of the Errand Rider if we do the Battle of Bywater, but we get a bunch of food. God, these games are so difficult today, man. I can't even cast Shadow Summoning, notably. Yeah, I guess we're getting rid of this. Do I want to trade my Cavalier for their Errand Rider here? I mean, I could basically force the trade. Sure. That's a trade I would make if they attacked me, so why can't I do it here? Alright, go to damage. I would prefer not to tap out of Arwen's activated ability here, which is why I'm going to play Sauron the Necromancer and not Generous Ent. Okay. Still have Arwen to block Eowyn, as long as their Ring Temptation isn't super high. Boo. Okay. Now I gotta take 2. Took Reaper. My turn. I probably have to cash in the Arwen counter to gain life here. I gain 7 life. So I have 5 mana left over. I'm probably just playing Sauron here. Lotho, I'm too low on life for Lotho. Although I'm going to be at 10, I just don't think he does very much right now. Because he gets a lifelink counter as well. So I'm just going to cash that in here. I can hold up Reprieve, which kind of protects my board in a way, as opposed to playing Sauron, or I can play Sauron. It has Menace, and it's going to bring back a Dunland Crebain. Let's go ahead and play Sauron. I think that's probably... They have to have 2 removal spells, and they've already proven to me they haven't had 1. So now they need to, like, have drawn 2 in the last 2 turns. And even then, they can't attack with everything. So Eowyn's unblockable, but that's not the end of the world. We've got a 7/7 lifelinker and a 4/4 menace and a 3/3 flying menace attacking next turn, and they're at 1. Sure. Okay. We're going to bring back Dunlin Crabane here. It's a 3/3 flying attacker that amasses 2 when it enters. And that's lethal by itself. So we've also got Reprieve up if they try to do any funny business here. I'll decline to sacrifice. These games have been some of the more interesting, most thoughtful games of the entire format. Like, these decisions have been so tough. Hey, look, we get to go first. So we're gonna land cycle, then we have Dunlin, Crabane, and Nazgul here. I know the Battle of Bywater's a little far off, but we do have 2 pretty darn good cards that we can cast in our hand. So we'll keep it here. Delighted Halfling on the mulligan, sure. Black is about the last thing I need here at this point. Golem and land. Woe's Pathfinder. And that's it. Another white card. I could attack here. Yeah, I don't think they're blocking. And if they do, I'll trade it for a halfling. Okay. Ringbearer for Ringbearer. Enraged Horn. Alright, well, I didn't necessarily expect to draw nothing but white cards, so that makes things less good when keeping this hand. Alright, good for you. That is something I can do, so I will do it. Sure, I'll just do this, because it's dying anyway. Alright, I need a land, or I need a white. That's not what I needed. Said I needed a white so I can kill this. Alright, so I have to reprieve their next play and then hope I draw a Plains to wipe their board here. No, that won't do it either. Quick Beam still kills me if I do battle. God, why do I don't need more swamps. Okay, well, we just... I kept a hand that I thought was fine. I guess keeping 2 white cards without a Plains in hand definitely came back to hurt, so can't win that one. Well, this is certainly a hand. This is what a nice little aggressive black-white deck looks like here. So hope we can get up to that magical level 3. 3 wins would be great. I could activate Frodo to make him a lifelinker, but I would rather add to my board here, so that's what I'm going to do. Black-red, Smite the Deathless, kill Frodo? Battle-scarred Goblin, that's fine. So I can attack with both, play Ambush, and then Eastmark Cavalier post-combat make a treasure with the Lotho. Conversely, I can play Nazgul, make Frodo my ring bearer. Then he can't be blocked this turn. Have good blocks here. That gets another creature onto the battlefield. Yeah, let's do that. Don't think I want to trade off Lotho here. At least not yet. I'd like to get a treasure or 2 off of him first. Mahur, Uruk-hai, Captain. So if this dies, this gets 2 1/1 counters here. Or, now hear me out, or we kill it. Let's play this, get our treasure, and then we can still hold up ambush. All right, our board is looking wide. Interesting. What do they have here? A Smite the Deathless they're thinking about using? No, nothing so far. Alright, I guess we just do this and then we make them decide. Could have held up Sam, but again, if it's Smite that... Okay, they had nothing, so that's probably good news for us. I could hold up Sam, but if it was Smite, Smite exiles, so Sam wouldn't have done a whole lot of good there. Bitter Downfall. Well, that's why we do this. Resolves. Go to damage. They go to 1. We play Sam. bring back Frodo. Ring Tempt, put it here. Could I have just killed them? I guess I could have, because the Nazgul could have gotten an extra counter when Sam came in. So I guess as long as they don't have a board wipe here, we're okay. But there aren't very many of those in the format. So I guess Samwise was lethal, because I could have done that at instant speed. Tempted, Nazgul gets bigger. So, well, it didn't really matter. We were wide enough. Okay, we go first again with another pretty good hand here. I'll play Golem's Bite on one. You know, if they play like Delighted Halfling or something, that would make me want to cast it. Probably Cavalier on 2. That way if they... Oh god, 3. 3 top. Drawing Took Reaper. So if Took Reaper is their next play, then what I can do is... Well, I was going to say what I could do is Lotho and Golem's Bite, but I don't have a guarantee I'm going to draw black, so that makes me have to play Lotho now. Then next turn I can Cavalier and Golem's Bite their Took Reaper. Ooh, even better. Alright, well, next turn we have a Saruman of many colors. We're doing nothing else this turn, so I guess we're ring tempting. Let's put it here, and I'm fine trading either of these for this. They chose not to. Oof, that's a good reason why. Okay, hit me with a 5/3. Sure. We probably still just play Saruman here. Could play the Troll, but that means we have no guarantee of casting Saruman anytime soon. Could play the Generous Ent, which blocks very well. This is a tough decision here. The Troll is a huge clock for them. And I think they missed a land drop. The thing is, if we use this treasure and we don't cast Saruman with it, we basically just discard a card. Unless we draw blue or the Grey Havens or whatever that card is called. Alright, I'll take the bait and play Saruman here. But slightly worried. Any land lets us play Troll. Any non-land means we can cycle Ent and probably play the card that we drew, even if it's like Old Man Willow. Okay, 3/2 draw card. Okay, Troll is a huge issue. Still missing land drops over there. They have a food. Many partings. Let's see if they get another green. Looks like they do. Nimble Hobbit. I make a treasure. That means I can cast Generous Int next turn. So this will trade for Rosy Cotton currently. What if we attack all? They block... You know, they have to triple block that. They have to or they die. Saruman hits them. Or no, then they chump Saruman. They take 4. Yeah, that has to be good for us. Okay, yeah, those are blocks I didn't see coming. But that's okay. They still go to 2. We have a troll and now a Generous Int. And a food token to eat. Watchdogs. Took Reaper. Sacrifice a food, make it a 3/3? Maybe? So next turn we're trading Troll for like 2 of their creatures, and then the Ent is eating the other creature here. No fear. So they block Guardian, Watchdogs, and anything. Yeah, and then, yeah. So we probably have to kill these 2, leave them with a Nimble Hobbit here. Although, if we play Nazgul, we leave him with a Nimble or a Mushroom Watchdogs here. Then the Nazgul can attack underneath the the Watchdogs because it's a 3/3. They're gonna get 2 Ring Temptations. It's gonna have to go on the Watchdogs. It's the only thing they have left. Yeah, let's do this. And now we do this. And it's currently unblockable. That's not to say they couldn't play a 1 or 2 powered creature, but currently it's lethal. Doing some math on their side, seeing if they can figure out a way to survive. They could eat their food too to survive the Nazgul, but then their generous the Generous Ent is going to make the Watchdogs chump here. Yeah, that's about the last thing we needed, but Nazgul can loot it away. Okay, eat their food, go to 3. Okay, a little bit of a time walk. Tale of Tenuvial. That's okay. See? It's very okay. Sure. Alright, so when the deck does its thing, it does its thing, that's for sure. Alright, great hand here. Frodo on 1. Playing against David Ostrom, number 108 Mythic in the world. Don't recognize the name, but I'm sure they're pretty good, whoever they are. Do I activate Frodo or do I play Nimble Hobbit? Let's get the creature down here. If they've got Smite, they've got Smite. Frodo will die either way. It's just a matter of did I want to gain 2 life there? Took Reaper, okay. That's fine. Probably cycling Generous Ent so I can guarantee playing Arwen here. Even if they play a creature that Golem's Bite could hit. Because then next turn I can play Arwen and still hold up Golem's Bite. Yeah, I think this is more important. The Black Breath killing Took Reaper. There's a chance their red-white deck has more things this can hit, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. If I attack with Frodo, they just trade. I don't want to use Arwen necessarily for that. I could use Golem's Bite just to kill this thing and attack with both, but then I'm tapped out of Arwen. But again, Arwen's indestructible here. Let's do this. I think it's okay to tap out of Arwen. If they kill Frodo, then their most likely way to kill a creature here is going to be Smite the Deathless, which kills Arwen as well, so... Ooh, Black Breath looking great. Alright, I think we're just running out Black Breath now. Now, I am actually going to play this land, and here's why. Because next turn, if we draw a black, we can play Sauron and hold up Arwen activation with 6 mana. So that's why I did what I did there. Okay, Frodo is now unable to attack or block. See, that's exactly why I did what I did. Arwen is indestructible, so we are free to attack with both. And we can get back a generous Ent attacking with Sauron next turn, and that should probably do it. Alright, GG David Ostrom. We had a very good draw there, so just about the best our deck could have done. Great hand, except for the fact that we don't have any lands. So obviously we have to ship that one back. And keep this, send back Battle of Bywater? Or do we send back Nimble Hobbit? I think we send back Nimble Hobbit, and if things get out of hand, then Battle of Bywater is going to have to get us out of it. They have Golem's Bite. Oliphant. Black-red. Alright, well we need something here. That is not something here. We've got both of our splash colors and no black. Alright, are we going to lose to Mana Screw here in this game now too? Very possibly. So Frodo can trade with the Guardian here. Conversely, I could just wait for them to play a couple big creatures and then battle. I'm not going to block because I'm planning on battle being my way of killing this thing. Just play another 3 or 4 toughness creature here. Power, I guess. Yeah, okay, that does get hit. Yeah, white is about the last thing I needed. So guess we gotta do this here now. I mean, a black off the top opens a lot of things in our hand here. But that is something we need. I mean, even the Grey Havens or whatever. I can never remember the name of that stupid card. The Gate? The Great Gate of somewhere in Middle-earth? Alright, they're on level 3. They've got one of the better ring bearers in the set here in Lookout. I'll even take a troll. That cycles and lets me play Dunlin or Old Man Willow. Do I trade Frodo for a Berserker? Probably so. He's not getting in otherwise. Unless I have Ring Tempt coming, which I am not guaranteed to. Figuring out what to discard here, I think. Galadrim Bow. Got an interesting deck. Can't tell what their base colors are. I said I'd take a troll. So I will. So I know playing Troll first opens this, or playing Willow first opens this up to many removal spells that they could have here, but I'm going to be mana efficient. It's also, if they don't have the removal spell, it's a huge issue for them. And it's not very mana efficient for me to go Dunlin Crebain, because what I can do is I have 2 turns to draw a card that will let me... Next turn I play Saruman. Then the next turn, after I've drawn 2 more cards, I can cast Dunlin Crebain something else, double spell, and get something back from their yard. So... And if they use a removal spell in Old Man Willow, they have to have another removal spell, and then an additional enchantment, instant, or sorcery to discard to also kill this. So... They have to do a lot of things. One top, draw the card, discard something. Looking in my graveyard. Where are they looking in my graveyard? What cards can they have that makes that relevant? Getting rid of Orcish Medicine. Okay. Black. Generous Ent. Alright then, let's attack with Old Man Willow. Put him to 10, play Saruman. And unfortunately, we drew up Plains, which was probably the worst draw in our deck. So now we need a white card that is 4 mana or less to be able to double spell next turn with Dunlin Crebain. And if we don't get that, then we're probably not double spelling for the rest of the game with Saruman here. We have triggered him once, and the one time we did, our opponent conceded because I didn't even know what this card did. And they probably didn't either, they just knew it wasn't good. My Mythic triggered, and they were like, I'm out. Which is fair. One bottom. Draw a card, discard a card, 3 cards in hand. Keeping Generous Ent back, interestingly. Also getting rid of 1 ring, because both of our creatures are legendary, so the whole destroy all non-legendary things won't work out too well. Can they play another creature to block Old Man Willow? Oh. So they're getting back Oliphant? Wow. Well, I guess that's a way to get rid of Saruman here. What do we do now? That was tough. That was about the biggest swing they could have had. Turn their 1/1 into a 6/4 trample. Or their 1/3 into a 6/4 trample while also getting rid of our 5/4 that had extra value. There's the Oliphant. Great Hall. Too little, too late. Alright, Old Man Willow, you're holding everything back here. And if you die, we die with you. Because this turn, if he dies, we have to take 13, and we're left with a 1/1 and a 2/2, and no cards in hand. So Old Man Willow to the death. Okay. Okay. Sure, I'll play Nazgul. Ring tempts me, put it over here. And now my 1/1 is unblockable. 10 turn clock, let's go. They're playing black-red though, I'm just waiting for Claim the Precious to come off the top of their deck here. I guess now that we have Nazgul, that makes it slightly better because we can block Oliphant, but then Ugaluk is gonna start getting swole, and oof, now they get to amass when things die. Do they have Lash of the Balrog here? Yeah, because another Plains is what I needed. You know, my 5th Plains here. Sure, that's pretty good. Another way to ring tempt would also be pretty good here. So I can start looting with Dunlin Crebain. But instead, can I interest you in more lands? This is that point of the game I always talk about here on the channel where we need like 2 turns with actual cards off the top of our deck, and we just draw land and can do literal nothing, and we're just waiting for Old Man Willow to die here. So when he leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts them, and then they could even, like, start attacking with Oliphant. So I have to keep taking 3 here now. Yeah, sure. See what I mean? Like, I'm not doing anything. Meanwhile, in the last 3-4 turns, they played 3 very relevant cards here. Well, sorry about that. Once my recording gets to a certain amount, which is somewhere close to 2.5 hours, it decides to immediately stop. But don't worry, you didn't miss much. We drew a Sauron the Necromancer next turn. They used End Sphere to kill it. We drew literally 2 more lands, and they drew something that, you know, killed Old Man Willow, and the game was over from there. So we ended the game with 3 lands left in our deck in 19 cards remaining. So, yeah, you tell me the odds of that. Does not feel good at all. But you know what? 5-3 with the deck. The deck was still pretty sweet. We did some pretty cool things. Arwen did a lot of stuff. We never actually cast Shadow Summoning here. Double Samwise, Old Man Willow, just a great card. Saruman of Many Colors. We actually did get to trigger it once. Sauron, you saw why this card wasn't as good as I want it to be necessarily, but still fine. Battle of Bywater actually did a good amount of work too, so deck was still pretty sweet. Went 5-3, and not too bad. Alright, well, only a few more drafts of the set left, but thanks for sticking around to the end of this long one, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.